Yeah. So you asked me, how did I end up doing the podcast? And basically, my coach wanted me to put 2 pieces of content out a day. I did it for like 3 days because like I have the mentality like I'm gonna get it done. Like even if I hate it, I'm gonna get it done. And it's a bad habit. And I was miserable. I ended up putting out this piece of content that was just, it was negative. It wasn't doing anything positive for nobody. There was no real lesson. I was just venting about my life.
Was this before she gave you the assignment, or?
No, this is when she gave me the assignment. She was like, post two pieces of content a day and like tell people about your life, you know? So I did, and I got this negative piece of content out there, and it wasn't doing anything for me. It wasn't helping my followers. It was just me venting about a shitty situation in my life that I was frustrated with. And I ended up taking it down.
I think I know which piece of content you're talking about.
So I ended up taking it down, and we had our next meeting the next week, and I was like, yo, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, it's so, she's like, you know, you got to get out of your comfort zone. I'm like, can we compromise? Can we come up with something? Because I'm like, when I talk to people, natural, like we chilling, we hanging out. You good? By the way, Della, you could walk through. It's cool. That's totally fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So,
bro, could you? And then the other one is for Chloe. Would you mind giving Chloe this? It's for her. Thank you.
So I was like, there's got to be a more natural way because I like talking to people. You know, I can sit and talk about the stuff that my content's supposed to be about. I could talk about it with people all day. So I was like, T, my coach's name is T Bird. I'm like, T, what if I did like podcast style? Mm-hmm. What if I'd like created a podcast, went back, created short form? Yeah, you're good. Come here. Terima kasih. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Salud.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. So I was like, what if I shoot some podcasts, just having some conversations with people, and then like go back, clip some of the stuff, and throw it up as content? She's like,
it's been working really well from what I've seen, bro.
I'm like, so that's the idea. Just have raw conversations with people.
You know, Tony, with your content, I've always wanted to collaborate with people, and I know that's the best way to kind of step out of your comfort zone and grow. Mm-hmm. I've really struggled with finding people that are trying to put out a similar, raw, honest view of life, their experience, and like what to expect if they wanted to take the leap of faith and do something like this, or if they wanted to chase their dreams, or even like you talk a lot about just men being men.
Yeah.
And I think like these conversations are really kind of just buried these days, like behind a constant mask where we pretend everything is just perfect.
That word's been coming up, mask.
You know, bro, like, well, you hit the net. You're so good at speaking.
Thank you.
That's what made me, honestly, bro, that. Like the way you deliver your messages and what I see you put out is really cool.
Thank you, man.
When you put up that story on Instagram, just saying, hey, I think it was just a broad message, wasn't it? It was like, if anybody's interested in coming and having a chat and just being honest and open, hit me up. And I left it a few days. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm kind of nervous. Yeah. I've never done anything like that before, but it was just like what you're trying to do really resonates with me. And a lot of the content I've put out when I went through quite a dark period in my life would have benefited massively from being able to find somebody putting out something like this. So, bro, keep doing your thing. And like I'm looking forward, but nervous for the subjects you're about to bring up.
No, we're just literally, what we're doing right now is the idea of the podcast.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
It's cool. You know, it's rare.
So what I'm doing is a work in progress. Everything that I'm doing is like, entrepreneurship is jumping out of a plane and building a parachute on the way down. That's it.
Yeah.
So I just this morning, like, wrote down my mission. Like I've had like an idea of it, but like as far as like articulating it, I'm like, people are like, well, what do you do, and what's your mission? And I'm like, to help men, be more. So I finally got it down.
It's tough to put it into words, isn't it?
So my mission is to show men that they're not walking this journey alone. There's brotherhood waiting for them. They don't need to be perfect. They need to be themselves. And success is not measured in achievement and material things. It's measured by the fulfillment inside of you, the love you have for life, for others, and most importantly, yourself.
I love
That's the mission.
I love it, bro.
So trying to do everything I can with that. This podcast. I feel like this podcast might help the people I'm speaking with. It might help, potentially open up for the first time. Like you seem like you're pretty open in general, just maybe not on camera for the first time.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Some dudes that I have on the podcast might have never been open before, and that's a crazy jump to not be open to being open on camera.
A powerful first step for anybody to take, though.
Yeah,
I think that allows you to get into that deep dive into yourself and really figure who am I, what am I trying to achieve, and
you can't make any big changes unless you know where you're at. It's like, if someone, we're both in fitness, right? It's like if someone like thought they were the fittest person in the world, but they've never worked out. It's like, well, I'm doing everything I can because I go to the gym 6 days a week, and like maybe they're not doing it. Like maybe they're on the treadmill for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But in their mind, they're thinking like they're already great. They're not real with themselves. They can't grow because in their mind, they're doing everything possible. They can't grow. But when you're able to admit, like, yo, I'm struggling, shit's not going the way I want to go, then that's the first step.
Bro, I'll tell you, there's one piece of advice that I don't actually get on with my dad. We don't talk, but there's one piece of advice he gave me, and it was, you can lie to everybody else, but you cannot lie to yourself. At the end of each day, whoever it is you're trying to be portraying or put yourself out there as, when you come home and you look in the mirror, are you happy with that person?
Yeah.
And can you be honest with yourself and say that's you? And that, honestly, that piece of advice has probably been like one of the most powerful things, because we all go through different things, ups and downs, and you may find yourself swaying in a direction where might not be the best for you, but that piece of advice has always like grounded me. When you just fundamentally just get rid of everything else, would I be happy? Is this honestly me? And that's always kind of centered me and ground me when I found myself kind of deferring from my true identity, I guess you could say.
I've struggled with that for a long time. Have you ever taken the Myers-Briggs, the MBTI?
I haven't.
It's a phenomenal. So it's a personality quiz, and basically it's like 100 questions where it'll ask you like, I feel like I'm the life of the party, and you answer either strongly disagree, strongly agree, or somewhere in the middle. And you do that with 100 questions, and then it gives you one of 16 personality types based on your responses. And it's not like the holy grail of things, but it tells you a lot about yourself. And so based on my personality type, my number one modality, what like I'm thinking all the time, is to be as efficient as possible. So like if I want something, how do I get it as efficiently as possible? Now, whatever your strongest is, the opposite of that is your weakest. So my strongest is efficiency. Yeah, efficiency. My weakest is authenticity. So a lot of the times I'll have a goal and I'll want it so bad that I'll lose myself in the process. And that's been something that I struggle with for a really long time. And
was that before you moved out here?
Struggling with it?
Because ever since I've met you, you've been very...
Yeah. I've gotten better with it. I've leaned into authenticity more. Like you were saying before with the mask. As guys, so many of us walk around and we're like, we got to be perfect. We got to be the strongest dude in the room. We gotta walk this path alone. We're lone wolves, and like we gotta make the most money in the world, and we gotta have respect on our name, and we gotta. Fuck that. We gotta be real, bro. I've had more opportunities, made more real connections, being authentic and vulnerable, and crying in front of the people that I love and people that are in like the vulnerability group, than being perfect for 29 years, than having the best picture on Instagram, or saying the perfect thing, or studying psychology so I could, understand people's perception and change their perception of it. Like, I'm happier. I'm more fulfilled. I got better relationships. I got tribe now. I'm helping other people become leaders. I'm helping other people be vulnerable and sharing that message. Why? Not because I'm perfect. Not because I'm trying super fucking hard. It's because I'm real and I'm vulnerable and I'm okay with literally. If I'm probably gonna end up crying on this podcast at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point,
Just letting yourself feel what needs to be felt.
Yeah.
and not trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Essentially just accepting yourself in every sense of the word. Not just this is who I'm trying to be long term, but who am I trying to be right now?
Yeah.
And how do I feel right now? You know, it's funny that the answer to almost every question is just don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
And I think that applies to everything, like even with crypto trading, what I do every day. People say like, oh, this seems so crazy. I'm like, no, you're fully capable of doing it. It's just you're already overcomplicating how to do it in your head.
Yeah.
And I think that really does apply to everything. It's like, I want to be happy. You overcomplicate how the steps you need to take to be happy.
Yeah.
It's actually simple. Like what you just said is so just bare bones and true.
Yeah.
It's just accept yourself for who you are.
And
Stop
decide to
trying
be
to
happy.
be somebody who you're not.
Yeah.
And all of the things you want out of life will just naturally gravitate towards you. Like, I know you're the kind of person who is into energy, positive attracts positive, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
not like the fake positivity where like
No.
you go around and it's like everything's great, you're doing wonderful. Like, you know, like if my friends are fucking up, yo,
bro,
you're fucking
you
up.
got to be honest.
Yeah.
And you need people like that around you.
And what you were saying, the frequency level,
Bro.
absolutely.
Once
Like
you start
attracts
falling
like.
into the universe's flow, you know what I mean, bro? And everything just naturally just starts to, like, everything you want will just
Yeah.
start to come to you. And it's like,
Yep.
you're not even trying as hard as you were before. And it just comes back to that, stop trying to overcomplicate everything.
Yeah. Dope. Thank you for coming on the show before, by the way.
Bro,
So
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
This is the first time I'm shouting out on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle for if people want to see you?
Thank you. It's
Yep.
at Built Silence, and that is on YouTube and Instagram. I've only just started, so don't expect too much. I'm trying. I'm sharing my experience and trying to do it in the most like authentic, real way possible. Just no fluff. This is how it is.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember the first day we met when we were at Obsidian. I'm pretty sure we were by the squat rack, if I
We were
remember
actually
right.
by the calf machine, and I was just about to start deadlifting. You know, where there's deadlift platform.
Yes, yeah.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, squat rack,
rack's right
deadlift,
there.
same thing. Yeah. And I think that was right before you started the YouTube content again.
It was just before even Instagram, bro. I was literally like first couple videos that was.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember connecting with you, and all I remember, I'm like, nice dude, bodybuilder for 7 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
For a long
On and
time.
off, I've been trying.
Yeah, and you used to do YouTube years ago, and you were just starting it up again.
Bro, my first YouTube video when I came out here was the first one in just under 8 years. So
your first YouTube video
that I posted out here was the first one in just under 8 years.
Sheesh, 8-year gap. So what's different about the original channel to this one?
To be honest, bro, it's exactly the same thing. It's just like a clear progression. And you know what? The reason why I resonate with the stuff you do so much is because I went through a really tough time when I was younger. I was like depressed and just incredibly anxious, and it was having an effect on my personal life, my work life, my career, and I just started talking about it.
Yeah.
And this was kind of back when I didn't really see many people talking about it, bro, and it was terrifying. But like you said, I've got a video of me breaking down, like talking about some really tough things when I was younger, and it's nice to. I wish I would have kept vlogging because there's an 8-year gap, but I'm just glad we've captured the before and what we're doing right now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I've left the videos up, even though I've wanted to delete them on many occasions because they make me cringe, bro. But it's a mixture of just real going through some struggles and just I was into vlogging. You remember when vlogging just like kicked off?
Everyone's got the GoPro for it. Like that was like the thing to get.
And the G7X, do you remember the little like flip? It had a flip screen on the back.
No.
Little Sony like point and shoot camera.
Okay.
They went crazy.
Yeah.
So I got myself all the kit, what I needed. And I actually did a week where I committed to vlogging every day. It lasted 5 days. So
it's hard.
It's not easy.
No.
And I realized through that experience, but yeah, it was a great introduction to making videos and just being real. And like what you do on a daily basis, from what I can see with your content, just letting people know it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to know you need to do some work to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there already. And another thing people say all the time is it's the journey, not the destination. So try and just, as hard as it might be sometimes, if you're in a difficult situation, try and find some way of appreciating whatever hardship you find yourself in, or if you're not in hardship, just the journey in general.
Yeah.
Because when you get there, you'll look back at those and you'll miss it. You'll miss the feeling. You'll miss that raw emotion, you know?
That ties into what I recently defined fulfillment as. But before I say that, what would you say your definition of fulfillment is?
If I was to try and sum it up in a nutshell, I think it really just like not overcomplicating it. It would just be happy, and that's in all aspects, like how you treat people,
Mm-hmm.
who you are as for us, obviously men, the man you are becoming or who you are, and like experiences. Like life is short, man, and that's something I've really grabbed onto. I've lost a few people in a very short space of time, and it really kind of hits home with nothing is promised and nothing is guaranteed. So, like we said, the journey, it's not the destination.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know if we're going to get to our destination. Not to sound too morbid, but we don't even know. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, really just spend time with your loved ones.
Yeah.
Be selfish with who you give your energy to as well. I think that's another one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Make sure that they're worth your time. Like, time is the most precious and valuable thing
Yeah.
in the world. Forget possessions. That's something we can never get back. And it links back to when I said coming on your podcast, but knowing I wanted to do it before, is the person had to be right.
Yeah.
You know, and this has been like, you're making me feel you're a very hospitable host. I'm feeling very relaxed. And yeah, I'm really glad I've done it, bro. So what would you say fulfillment was?
Pretty much everything you said. And what I would add to it is, so you said it's happiness, so like long-term happiness. I think that's the core of it, and loving every part of life. The journey, and when I say the journey, I mean like the good times. And like you make your first sale in a business, when you meet your wife for the first day, you fall in love with her. When things are going great, and when things are shitty.
Mm-hmm.
When you gotta, you're training to go back to your bodybuilding show, and you got to wake up and it's raining out, and you got to take your fucking moped to Obsidian, knowing that you're gonna get downpoured on, or even worse, like you're doing something after Obsidian, you just finished your workout, and then you get downpoured on. Um, you know, the days where you're arguing with people and like your shit isn't right, and like you feel like the world is fucking collapsing, and still appreciating it because you say to yourself like, "Yo, this is part of my fucking journey." Like this is
True
what,
happiness.
yeah.
Definitely.
And the one thing I'll also add, very similar to that, is uh, loving the people that support you and the people that trigger you. That's something that I've recently had to come to
100%,
grips with. I've been in Bali 2 months, and I've met incredible people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lucky enough to help build incredible communities at Obsidian, here at Tribal, where I live. And there's been more than a couple occasions where like, yo, I got triggered. Like I got triggered, and I was like, I'm from New York, man. Like when I get triggered, it's like, all right, cool, we going to war. I'm cool
You
with that.
guys are
Let's go to
heated, yeah.
yeah, like let's go to fucking war.
Yeah.
So like I was like, all right, well that's not gonna do shit. Like nothing positive. Like we're over here trying to build community and have peace. So like if I lose my shit right now, that's not working to my goal.
Mm-hmm.
So like there were a lot of times where I'd be like, all right, well how do I handle this differently than I did in my past? Like an older me or a younger me might have gotten violent, might have started uh, violent with words, violent with my hands, might have gone to mental warfare, might have like done petty shit back to people. And recently, especially with the help of my coach, I can't even take the credit on this. My coach really guided me through a lot of this. I've had to, she calls it Aikidoing. Aikido, the martial arts. use like someone's energy
Against
back,
them, yeah.
and not in a bad way, but like when she says aikido, she means like find a new way, find a way where it's not like this battle and like
Flip
this.
that negative energy
Yeah,
into a positive.
like the I'm not gonna say names. I live in a community of villas,
Mm-hmm.
and like now I got my own crib. I rent out three rooms, so I got like my own house, stuff like my own space. But for the first couple of months, when I was waiting for that to be available, I lived in the strip of villas. There was like seven on this side, seven on this side, or so, something like that. And there was a community kitchen. We shared a fridge. We had a community pool. It was dope, like a family. Love like family, fight like family, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was an issue where like, my food was going missing, and like it was like, it's not like it would go missing entirely. Like my butter, I would use a spatula to use my butter.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's got all these like rough fucking marks on it. And then I would open my butter up and it would have like a slice. So like someone just used my butter. And then like eggs went missing. And like it was this thing where like I'm messaging the group, like, guys, like if you need food, say something. Like, but please don't take my food. Like
Just
I'm
have
a
the
very
courtesy to.
yeah. If someone needs something, more than happy. Listen, I'm not going to support you indefinitely, but if you need some
That, bro.
eggs, because
It's
whatever,
just a courtesy, bro.
yeah,
It's just
that's it.
polite. Yeah.
So I send that to the group, like, guys, like I if my food's missing, that means I got to go buy food at a time that I didn't expect to buy food. My schedule's tight, like that fucks me up. So I'm like, just please ask. A couple days go by, food gets stolen again. Okay. And I can't remember if there was a third time to it, but there was a point where I realized who it was. And my mind was like war.
Triggered.
Like we have a group chat. We have a group chat for the community. And like I was just like, I messaged the group chat multiple times about this, and I'm like, it's still happening. I'm like, it's not like they didn't know whose food it was. It like at this point, it's just like I don't give a fuck type thing. So
Which almost annoys you even more as well.
yeah, because it's like there's no oblivious.
Yeah.
Like my food's in one area of the fridge on one shelf. Like at one point it was underneath some stuff, so they had to lift my stuff up to grab my stuff to use my stuff.
I get the violence.
Bro, when I tell you,
I can already bring him back.
Yeah.
Right?
So I was heated, and I was like, I was going through all these scenarios. I'm like, well, if I just do this and this, and then this happens, and then I could do this. And I was like playing chess in my head, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not letting this consume me. I'm like, there's got to be a better fucking way. So my coach was like, hey, why don't you bring it up to the host? Because our host at where we live, he's an incredible dude. His name is Arwen. So nice that when I landed here, I thought he was a scammer. Because I'm like, no human's this nice. There's no fucking way. Like, just the way he acted. He is that nice.
He is.
She's like, this has happened multiple times. Why don't you ask Arwen for your own fridge? And I'm like thinking, I'm like, yeah, that could work. But also, like, then everyone's going to ask for a fridge. And now because of a small situation, Arwen's now spending $1,500 to give everyone mini fridges.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's got to be a better way. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm going to buy them food. They took eggs and they took butter. So I went to the store like in the following days, bought like the 15 pack of eggs. I bought a thing of butter, same stuff they were taking from me, put it in the fridge, put their name on it, put it in there, left it for a day or two, wasn't touched. My food wasn't touched. It's like, all right. So I'm like, I wonder if they know like that, like the food's for them. Like it had their name on it, but it was like they would have had to grab it to kind of see it. So I put a note and I put it on their door. And to this day, my food was never touched again.
What about the food
And
you bought?
food that was bought,
Did it ever,
so it's actually funny. They didn't touch it. They almost refused to touch it. I think maybe out of embarrassment, because like it was like
I guess then that would have confirmed.
I think the reasoning behind it was like not that they were being malicious, but I think that they kind of just thought like, well, if I don't finish it, it's not a big deal. Like he still has eggs left, he still has butter left, and also that I felt like they were used to when they did that, people lashing out. You know, like maybe the last time they did this to someone, they lashed out. So they were like ready for that. And I think meeting them with love and like generosity kind of like was like, whoa,
That's a really
like
cool
that's
way to.
and it was amazing. It
Yeah.
was the food wasn't touched, and then I got into a bad moped accident.
I messaged you when I saw the scrapes.
Yeah,
On your
thankfully
back,
I'm heat up. I'm basically 100% back now, but I got in a bad moped accident, and that person ended up being the second person on the scene within minutes to make sure I was okay. This is after all this happened.
Yeah.
They arranged a local to get me to the doctors. I thought it was a grab. They got a local to, like a random local woman to drive me to the hospital because they offered me a ride on the moped, but I'm like I thought I was going to go into shock, so I'm like the last thing I need is
It
to
was
go to
that
the
bad?
doctor. It was I was like I felt shaking, like I was going to pass out at any second. And I'm like the last thing I need is to go on a moped and fall off for a second time.
Yeah.
So we go to the doctor. They follow me on the moped. I'm in the car. You can walk through, man. They follow me in the car. We get to the doctor's office. I walk in. I'm bleeding everywhere. You know, everyone's chilling there. They got like a cold, a cough, something like that, a fever maybe. I go to the doctor and I'm like, hey, you know, I got to see the doctor. I'm showing him my wounds. I'm all fucked up. And they're like, okay. They put the name, and they're like, there's 12 people ahead of you. And I'm like looking at this office, and like people are chilling on their phones. Like I'm like, I'm not dying, but like I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
So this person who I've been talking about is fighting with the doctor to get me in, like fighting with the doctor. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, yo, this is so not.
Question on
Then,
that situation.
yeah,
How was your relationship with this person before the food incident?
um,
Were you on good terms?
yeah, not very close. So I moved into the villas 2 months ago. This happened 2, 3 weeks in. And I only had met them a couple of times at this point.
Right.
Good things, you know, went out to dinner one time with the community. They came. Um, yeah, like a casual good, you know, never had like a deep
So to
conversation
go
or anything
from
like that.
that to that's why I wanted to ask because
Yeah.
it is
From that to uh, the food situation,
to second person on the scene.
second person on the scene, arranged for me to get to the doctor, fighting with the doctor.
Mhm.
And then when I was like, yo, I'm not going to get in for like another hour or two. I need to be seen soon. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, we need to go to the hospital. So she's like, you can hop on the back of the bike. I'm like, no. I'm like, thank you. Like, I still feel like I'm going to go into shock. She's like, all right, let's call a car. I check Grab. It's going to be like 20 minutes for the car to get there. And I'm looking it up. The hospital's a mile away. It's a 20-minute walk. So I'm like, I'm going to walk to the hospital. Yo, they walked to the hospital with me for a mile. They walked a mile to the hospital with me and was like, yo, take my shoes. Because I guess my shoes disappeared
Lost
somewhere in
shoes.
the accident. So I'm barefoot walking, bleeding out. And they're like, yo, take my shoe. So from kind of being on okay terms, like casual good terms, to that situation with the food, to second on the scene, got me to the doctor's office, arguing with the doctor to get me in, walked a mile with me to the hospital, offered me their shoes, and then made sure I was good at the hospital. I'm pretty sure they got me drinks and like just
Above and beyond.
above and beyond.
Mm.
And it was just, you know, instead of going back to old habits where I'm like war, you know, fighting back, Aikido.
Right.
And that simple thing, and it's one of those things that like just made, now we're closer, you know. I'm not gonna say like we're best friends, but we're closer. They a week later I got dengue fever, and yeah,
Utan. Utan. The spray, bro. In the
Oh, the one that in your video. Yes.
Utan, bro. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah. And dengue hit me bad, man. Like I was in immense fucking pain. And I never take medication.
How long did it last for?
4 or 5 days or so, something like that. And bro, I asked for like medication to the group chat for the community.
Yeah.
I was like, does anyone have like Advil or something? Like, if I ask for Advil, bro, I'm basically dying. Like, I don't take meds. And within minutes, she shows up. She's like, I got this pill, I got this pill, I got this, I got this, bringing me like chocolates and like just. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. This could have gone a whole different way. There was a point where I was ready to like basically move out of the community. And like, I love where I live. I love the host. I love the people I live with. And I was so frustrated because like I didn't know any other way. I knew either fight or flight. Either I hit it head on or I leave. And I was in this fucked up position where I was like, I don't want to fight and I don't want to leave because I love this place. And I'm so grateful that my coach guided me through this and we found a way that worked.
Bro, I don't think you're necessarily at fault for that initial reaction. I think like people as a whole and the way the world is programmed, you're almost conditioned
Yeah.
to have that fight or flight response in essentially any scenario.
Mm-hmm.
When really there are a lot of ways to deal with a lot of problems, and they don't need to be negative.
Yep.
Like you met something negative with love, and look how that ended up turning out.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
There's no way that would. Well, I mean, there's always a way, but it was probably unlikely that the same events would have happened had you met that reaction with the emotion you were given.
You should be a host, man. It's been rare when I've had a podcast where I'm talking more than the guest.
Bro,
so you're good
energy,
at what
bro.
you do.
Not bro, it's the energy, bro.
You're good at what you do,
right
man.
The right people.
What? I'm gonna be on every episode, so there's gonna be plenty of time for the dude watching this to get to know me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what's going on in your life: the good, the bad, the ugly. What brings you to Bali?
Wow. So to summarize, what brings me to Bali?
Mm-hmm.
So in a nutshell, COVID happens.
Okay.
I've left my job. I went self-employed just before COVID.
Okay.
The worst thing that could ever happen, right?
Yeah.
World shuts down. My idea of making an income is
self-employed doing.
So I was a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
This was back when I wanted to be like a professional bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do some shows and was 100% into it.
Yeah.
Dedicated. I launched like a little fitness brand in COVID with all of the money I had saved, which was what was at that point my launch pad into going self-employed. Ran out of money. Ideas I had were just way oversaturated. Didn't really know what I was going to do, bro. And then I was probably at one of my lowest points, and I got into crypto. And it was 2021, just when everything kicked off. And I got lucky. I don't like to use the word lucky, but right place, right time. You put yourself
Timing
out
was
there.
right.
You have to put yourself in the way for these things to find you, right?
2021, Bitcoin jumped from.
I think we had the crash, and then we went into COVID, and everything just absolutely sank.
Yeah, everything skyrocketed then.
Like
okay.
when NFTs and everybody was buying pictures of monkeys and apes, and you remember? Yeah.
And they sold that shit well.
I was one of the fools. I also was.
A lot of people did.
Heavy into NFTs, bro.
The idea of NFTs at first, like when it's like, oh, it's a collectible, I was like, well, that's bullshit. And then someone told me that, like, well, if you buy an NFT and another person buys an NFT, you have access to talk to them. So, like, you could buy an NFT and have access to, like, talk to, like, Kanye West and, like, Bill
Almost
Gates
like a
and whoever you.
Yeah,
like that made sense to me. But then it just died. So.
And then there was the art. There was the art element as well.
Yeah.
So you had, like, actual famous digital artists making NFTs, which they were usually doing like a certain run of them. So obviously, the less made,
more valuable.
The more valuable, right?
Yep.
And they were always saying, well, I could just right click and save it, and then I've got a copy. But the whole idea of it is there's a signature written on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, you have the front-facing picture.
Yeah.
But the proof that you owned it was the signature.
It's like taking the Mona Lisa and just printing out a picture from Google versus the actual
same
painting.
Concept, right?
Yeah.
So without going into too much, did well, and then it got to my head. I did well and thought that that was just always going to happen, and it was never going to come to an end.
Yeah.
Upgraded my lifestyle
Mm.
way too early. Started living a life which took a lot of finances to keep up with.
Yeah.
Things died down. Was spending money on stupid things, cars, chains, just
Yeah.
things society tell us we need, right?
Yep.
Felt really empty as well. I will say that period of my life, it was just nowhere near as fulfilled as the lowest points of my life, which is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
So moved to Spain, trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Was living off the money I had made.
Where are you from? You're from the UK,
I'm from the UK.
and then you moved to Spain. Okay.
Moved to Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Was like convinced I could still make it.
Mm-hmm.
Over investing. Still trying to keep up with a lot of the bills I had.
Mm-hmm.
Money was just going down, bro.
Yeah.
And it was getting to a pretty dark space. That period of my life, I have to explain and say that it felt like I was underwater,
Mm-hmm.
where you were just constant, just white noise and just like almost in autopilot, waking up, going to the gym, sitting in front of the computer for 12 hours,
Yep.
trying to force trades, force opportunities that weren't there. And yeah, everything just kept going downhill, bro.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, I'm going to have to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
And that was probably the most humbling decision I ever had to make after such highs.
Yeah.
I remember having these conversations with my mum, like, I failed. Like, I literally thought I made it and I'm a failure. And that period in Spain was what we talk about and what you talk about a lot. Just having to be really honest with yourself, man. Like, no bullshit. This is how it is. These are the decisions I've made, and these are the consequences and the space I find myself in.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to deal with this? Are we going to keep feeling sorry for ourselves, or are we just going to admit where we're at and figure out a way out of it? So I started looking for jobs.
Okay.
I was going to move back to. I'm from Bristol, by the way. It's
Okay.
a city about, depends how fast you're driving, but it's about an hour to an hour and a half away from London.
Mm-hmm.
So we are southwest.
Okay.
Yeah, southwest of the UK. And I remember applying for jobs, and I'll be honest, I just say it, like, there was one job I applied for, and it was like a warehouse manager.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the woman rang me up, and she was like, yeah, we can get you in, we can get you for an interview, you just need to confirm. And I remember I called my mum, and I was like, I'm not going to do it. It just doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm forcing myself into a box right now, and I know I'm meant for more. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just have that undesirable need to achieve something better for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only offer I had,
Yeah.
but I turned it down. Funnily enough, I was volunteering at the same time for a crypto platform, just because I thought, hey, stay in the industry,
Yeah.
make connections. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 days after turning down that job, they offered me a job, a contract. So I got to stay self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
The compensation for the role was more than I was offered for the warehouse job. And I told them I wanted to move to Bali, and they said, we fully support it.
Woo!
We're going to build
How
your
long
contract.
ago was this?
Bro, this was... I've been there, I think, 10 months now. So this was August last year.
Get the fuck out. So this is recent.
This is me just getting myself back into a good position, bro.
So you got into crypto in 21,
Yeah,
made a bunch of money,
yeah.
raised your means, or lived above your means.
For
Okay.
probably about 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
Crypto went down.
A year of hardship.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're...
And then you were looking for the job. Warehouse job was like, hey, you know, we can get you in. We can get you this job. You were like, fuck no.
Yeah.
You were volunteering at the crypto place. And then 3 days after you said no to the warehouse, crypto was like, hey, we want to hire you, more money than the warehouse.
Yeah.
And it's cool that you moved to Bali.
Yeah.
And that was a year ago.
That was a year ago it started. So
Okay.
after that, I was like, right, this is it. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to move back to Bristol. Full transparency. I moved in and rented a room off my mum.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, well, she was like, swallow your pride and come home. And I was like, Mom, I can't move in with my mum. Like, I'm too old. I'm 34.
Okay.
So back then, I was either 30, 33.
Okay.
Because I can't do that. And she was like, just let me help you here. Still contributing towards bills and rent and everything, but just giving me the option to stay.
Yeah.
So moved back.
Moms are a beautiful thing, man.
Honestly, she has, without her, bro, I do not know where I would be.
Yeah.
I will tell you that, bro. Like, she's the one person, no
I
matter
feel
what
that.
I've been through, I would do anything for that woman.
Yeah.
So yeah, moved home from October.
Mm-hmm.
Booked my flight to Bali in December for March. Moved out here on March 15th.
Oh, so you haven't even been here a year? You've been here since March?
Been here since March.
March is February, January, February, March. It's the third month. We're in the 8th. You've only been here 5 months? Damn. Okay. And you said it's a
Right, so
contract, right? No, you're good,
no.
brother.
Carry
Walk
on, bro.
right through.
Carry on.
Good.
So it's a contract. So I'm self-employed,
Uh-huh.
and I contract a certain amount of hours as like a tech agent for their
Okay.
platform, and then I trade full time in my spare time, and that's where
Nice.
we're at right now.
So, wow, that's cool, man. That's like the definition of like
Bro,
not accepting the things that aren't right for you and like being able to turn down the things that aren't meant for you and how you attract what you're meant for.
with the universe,
That's
bro.
fucking, bro. That's dope.
Bro,
So,
and it's made me so like, I feel so like just, I really, really understand how blessed I am
yeah.
and fortunate, and I'm just so grateful for like
And you radiate it.
every opportunity I've been given
Mm-hmm.
because I needed that. I needed the humbling.
Mm-hmm.
Like my
Yeah.
mindset changed. I thought I
Yup.
had it all figured out. I had to lose it all to be able to rebuild, and we're 5 months into the rebuilding process.
That's awesome. How long? It's like a contract for a certain amount of time, or it's indefinite.
Indefinite.
Nice.
Without going too much into the specifics, they've been amazing. It's the best. It's the best company and best people I've ever worked for in my life.
That's amazing.
Ever. And it all came from volunteering for free work at a time where I needed money the most.
Bro, that's
like, you can't make it up, bro. It's just,
yeah.
and I remember when they said it's not paid.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I don't know if I can afford to give my time away for nothing, considering the circumstances.
You followed your heart though. You said
Something
fuck
just
no
told
to
me,
that
bro,
warehouse job. And you were like, I'm gonna work in crypto even if it's for free. And that shit
Straight up.
rewarded you. That's amazing.
So this is where we're at now, and hopefully things continue the way they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Staying humble, that's the most important thing. And just being grateful for everything, even if it doesn't keep going this way, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome. So question about the crypto trading aspect. How do you, because I used to be a financial advisor and I've been in crypto and I've been around a lot of people that invest, and the biggest problem I see with a lot of people who invest is the emotions. All of a sudden the market goes down and everyone's terrified and they're like, I need to sell all this, and like, so how do you regulate your emotions to make sure your trades aren't emotional and they're based in logic and strategy?
So the last word you just said is essentially nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I trade leverage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a spot buyer. So I don't buy, let's say, Bitcoin at X price. And I'm not expecting it to go to Y. And if it goes down, I'm at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
I trade leverage. So I trade contracts, perpetual futures, which is quite risky.
Okay.
But essentially, to oversimplify the whole thing, you're entering the market and you're betting the price is either going to go down or up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're setting your risk tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
You can blow your account up because you're not buying an asset. And if it depreciates, you still own the underlying asset.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how I trade. I trade, you have an X amount of money in your account.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how much you end up going into your loss, depends on if you're going to blow your account.
I think it's been a while since I was
Trying
an
to
advisor.
find a way to explain this in just a super simple way.
Is this basically like I have, you know, 100, usually it's stocks, but let's say I have 100 Dogecoins, for example. I got 100 Dogecoins. You buy the right to buy my 100 Dogecoins at a certain price, and you own that contract, and then you could execute on that or resell it. Is
Kind
that?
of. It's like we're trading contracts, which are similar. So you're basically just betting on the price movement of an asset rather than
Mhm.
owning the asset itself.
Okay. I don't need to fully understand it, but
So I'm playing with,
okay.
yeah, fluctuations in price essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey, buying coins is great,
Mm-hmm.
but like you say, there's a lot more emotion, I guess, involved. But it doesn't
Yeah.
take away from the way I trade because it's crazy.
Mhm.
You really do have to be disciplined.
That's the biggest thing.
You have
That's
to
the
be,
big.
bro. You have
So
to.
you have a specific strategy that you follow, okay, and you log in for a certain amount of time every day and you do it up, or is it like once a week you check on it? How does
Get a
that
bit
work?
addicted, bro. I'm a bit addicted to the charts, to be
Okay,
honest. So
you're like
I'm checking charts every day.
what is it? Like a day trader almost, where you're always
I'm a
looking
swing
at
trader.
the
So
yeah
same thing, but swing trading, day trading,
yeah.
holding positions from like an hour
Mm-hmm.
to days to weeks. That's
Okay.
my style. So you do need to be pretty locked into the market.
So how do you keep balance in your life with that? Because the stock market is one thing because that opens and closes at a certain time every day, but crypto is a 24/7 thing. So how do you keep yourself from like waking up and being like I gotta check this, and then like like go to the bath and be like I need to check this, and then like how do you make sure that you spend time with people in like a meaningful way where you don't look at your phone?
It's a really good question. And I think mainly it comes down to the strategy I've built for myself
Mm-hmm.
and choosing to be a swing trader rather than a scalper is what somebody you would call who trades like a minute time frame. And
Mm-hmm.
that can be a lot crazier because you're betting on price movement within minutes and seconds.
Yeah.
So that is quite stressful. It wasn't for me. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's like I have my areas of interest.
Yeah.
So every week, every Sunday, I'm marking out the charts, marking out the assets I'm looking to get into,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm looking at key levels. We might not reach those key levels for days. You can set your alerts. You can set your alerts on all the charts,
Mm-hmm.
and they come straight to your phone. So it's quite like it's easy to stick to the plan when you're trading in this way because you have a predetermined risk.
Mm-hmm.
You found your area of interest.
Okay.
The only thing with crypto is it is directly impacted by the stock market and news.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on in the world can
Yeah.
completely change the direction of the charts.
If Elon Musk decides to take a certain crypto, it 10x's in a minute.
So it's you to some aspect you always have to be plugged in and you always have to have an eye on things. But you get yourself in groups. You have subscriptions which send
Mm-hmm.
you news to your phone, and
Yeah.
you get yourself in a bit of a flow so you can manage your time and
Mm-hmm.
not be looking at 1,000 things every day.
Cool.
It is a crazy world. I mean, navigating it now after like 5 years feels like second nature. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when I like talking to my friend, she's actually here, Chloe.
Yeah.
I'll be like, she'll just be chilling, and I'll just come in and just word vomit
Yeah.
my thoughts of the market, and I can see
Yep.
her like holding her head. I'm
Like
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god,
It's like when
I'm
she
actually
when she
sorry,
might tell you a story and she's like, so then my friend Jennifer did this, and then I can't
bro.
believe it because Stacy did
It's
this, and
literally
then
like this, and she's got zero context.
yeah,
So like, it is funny, and I do the same thing to my mum. I just
yeah.
call her and be like, yeah, so the market this, and she's like,
Okay, honey, I love you.
yeah, just giving me.
As long as you're happy.
That's it. So you have to pick your poison, right? Like the industry you want to be in,
Mm-hmm.
follow your passions, and I'm just
Yeah,
incredibly
you can
passionate
tell you're
about
passionate
crypto.
about it.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that you work for free, man, there's not many people that would work for free at anything.
I don't know if I've ever worked for free apart from like for work experience at a young age, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess something just told me, bro, like, this is what you need to do.
Yeah,
And accepting free work when you really needed money the most,
that
I feel like it
proves
proves
something to
something
you.
to myself. You
Yeah.
know, like, I'm willing to grind,
Mm-hmm.
not for short term gain, but for potential long term gain.
Yep.
And I think that kind of
Investor
discipline and that
mentality.
mindset just like rolls over to a lot of other aspects of your life, you know?
That's dope.
I
So
feel like I was talking for ages. You wanted me to talk, bro. You
yeah,
set me off.
that bro, that's the point.
You set
That's the
me off.
point, man. That's what I brought you on here for. We want to get to know you. So okay, so all that happened, from the UK, had the crypto boom. You lived a good life for a couple of years, had the crash, went to the shadows for a year, denied the job that wasn't for you, volunteered at crypto, and it paid off big. They offered you a phenomenal contract. They said, "Fuck yeah, Jay, you can move to Bali. Go for it." Been in Bali since March, so it's been 5 months. What's going on now? What's going on in Jay's life? How's the day to day? What are you grateful for? What's life been like? What's been your struggle since you got here?
Now is just trying to enjoy life, bro, and live in the moment.
Mhm.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
With the fast-paced lifestyle of the money and the crypto and everything, how it was, I did some crazy stuff, and I don't really remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was because you was always on to the next thing
Yeah.
and not slowing down to like we
Yep.
keep going back to like enjoying the process. So yeah, like I'm really far from where I want to be, but I'm just enjoying every day working towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've met some really cool guys. I was lucky enough to bump into these guys who we got chatting. We had a meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Hey, I want to start making content."
Mm-hmm.
Put our ideas together, and now we make YouTube videos every week. So
Nice.
I was
I'm
blessed to meet these
excited to
guys.
be on the
Yeah,
YouTube video
yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah. This is your first appearance, so
Yeah.
that's where we're at right now. Trying to stay consistent
Mm-hmm.
in every aspect of my life. So like training, mindset, health, good habits,
Yeah.
meditation, reading,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, bro, appreciating the people that I love that who are around me, and just taking every day as it comes, man. And when you say tribe, I'm a bit of a recluse. I think crypto
You're gonna
makes
have
you
to
like that.
define recluse. I know English, but not that well.
So it basically means somebody who like keeps himself to himself,
Like kind of like an introvert.
kind of. But I'm
Okay.
not when I meet the right people. It's a weird
Mm.
one. So it's like I
Okay.
don't really give my time
You're
to many
selective with
people.
your energy.
Very, very selective.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I just feel like when you meet the right people, you know. And
Yeah.
it was like with you, I've met tons of people while I've been here, but when I met you, I was like, and we can even speak for that long. That was the craziest thing.
No, we spoke for a couple minutes. We followed each other on social
I
media
think
for
you
a little
wanted to
bit.
use the squat rack, and I was filming deadlifting, and you were like, "Am I going to get in your way or anything?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"No,
something
bro,
like
carry
that.
on, like do your thing."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was.
Remember?
You had that thing.
It was the
Yeah,
DJI, yeah,
yeah.
in the corner.
I remember because it looked like Wally the robot or some
Yeah,
shit like that. I was like, that's a crazy looking camera.
they're good. They're stealth, bro. They are
Yeah.
stealthy. They are really good. So, yeah, from when I met you there, I was like, "Nah, this guy's cool." So we took each other's Instagram, wasn't it?
Instagram, yeah,
And ever since then, I've just been seeing what you've been putting out, and
yeah.
I'll be
I
honest, bro. There's not many people doing it.
I appreciate that, man. I'm very passionate about what I do. I've gotten a lot of feedback on the content and more so on the community, just people connecting. And it's beautiful, man. When I come here and like I host something, and then like later that day I'm looking around and two people from there are still talking, or three people, and I see them hanging out, and it's it makes me happy. It makes me happy. But I remember when we connected at the gym. We followed each other, and then at the time you weren't posting a lot. You
No,
know, so I was like, I remember being like, you told me that you were gonna start up the YouTube, and I'm like, when's that coming? Like, come on, like you got
it
this,
took
you
me a
got
while,
this.
bro. It took me another
And
month or
then,
so.
however long it was, and you dropped your first video, and I was like, fuck yeah, and
Appreciate you, bro.
bro. And then you got more and more and more, and then you post about like gratitude and like positivity and shit like that. I was like, I knew I fucked with him. There's a reason we connected that time.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. The energy was
So
reciprocated for sure.
yeah,
It takes a while, I think, with social media. Like, even if you have a good message to put out, the whole filming yourself and talking in front of a camera, it does take a little bit of getting used to. Like,
yeah.
bro, I'm not even saying this to just keep giving you compliments. Like, I'm being honest. The way you convey your messages is
So I appreciate
10
it.
out of 10, bro. Like,
I appreciate it.
so I can see why you're pursuing the whole, like, public speaking, doing workshops, and things like that. And it takes a lot of balls to do what you're doing as well, because you're talking from a place of like it's quite a sensitive area, and you're getting up and talking in front of people, and you're honest about it. I've seen you say, "I'm nervous. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to do it."
Yeah, bro. I got a video on pinned on my Instagram of me crying.
I know.
And like, if you would have asked me, like, if I like 5-6 years ago when I was in like my heavy ego phase, what are you talking about? I don't cry.
Yeah.
I don't cry at all.
I feel that.
Like, let alone by myself. Like, let alone with other people around. Definitely not on social media.
As a pinned post.
As a pinned post, man. I want people to see that. I want people to see that shit. Yeah. I think the world needs more authenticity, needs more vulnerability, needs more connection. You know, we've said it a few times today. It's like we walk around and we're taught we need to be perfect. You know, you can't show your emotions. You know, you got to be this kind of man. A real man does this. You know, I don't know about you. Do you know Tyker?
Was he?
He's in Obsidian. I just did a podcast with him yesterday over there.
Don't think so. Have you posted it?
I posted. It's on my story now. I just posted it to
I'll
YouTube.
have to check it out. I don't think I've seen it yet.
He's cool. He does. He helps people specifically with fat loss, like losing like 20 pounds or so. But I like him because I found him from Obsidian's story because like that's how I meet a lot of people at Obsidian. I'll go through the story and I'll be like, okay, ego, no. Okay, ego, no. Okay, a butt picture, no. And like I'll scroll through and like maybe like once a day out of like 100 different posts, there's like one guy posting something of value, like seeming like he genuinely cares about his audience. Mm-hmm. And he was one of those people, and I follow him, and he's got like a mix of content, but he makes these like funny videos, man. Like, and they just like they get me laughing. Like it'll be like a girl, like one of his more recent ones is like a girl wearing a sweatshirt, and she's like, I wear a sweatshirt because like I don't want dudes looking at me in the gym. And then he'll like turn around and he's got like pillows in his butt. Like,
do you know? I think I've seen this guy.
You probably have, man. He's got some funny content. He was I don't even know why the fuck I'm bringing him up right now. There was something we were just talking about that was related to what we were talking about yesterday.
You said you had a video that was coming out on Friday. Is that what you said? Or you're doing a video that's coming out on Friday?
No.
Lost it.
If it's important, it'll come back
to you.
Yeah.
Come back to you.
So cool.
How you find Obsidian now?
You want to know something funny? So I got to Obsidian by accident. So before I came here, my brand wasn't about fulfillment, authenticity, like vulnerability. It was about building discipline. That's why like all my stuff is
the Discipline Club, isn't it?
Discipline Club. Yeah. It was about building better habits in health, wealth, love, and fulfillment, but any of the categories. So it's basically like a health and wellness industry. So like I did all this outreach and this research, I reached out to people on LinkedIn. I was like, all right, Nirvana is going to be the gym that I go to because that's like the top tier gym.
As well.
And I was like, all right, you know what? I did Nirvana like last time I was here for a day, and it's amazing. It was amazing, man. I felt stupid.
It is amazing
being around those people, and it was so humbling and phenomenal. Like when they say you want to be the dumbest person in the room, that's how I felt there. Like those people are elite. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let me try out some other things. And I think the Wrong Gym, or what's the other one? There's Obsidian. There's the Wrong Gym. I think it was the Wrong Gym. Anyway,
that once on a day pass.
They have a pool?
They have a pool, yeah.
Okay.
Recovery area.
They so whatever gym this was, I'm gonna say it's the Wrong Gym. I'm looking at their Instagram and they're like pool party. And like I'm like you. I'll talk to people with a purpose, but I'm not social. Like I'm actually working on something when someone says like introduces themselves to me or like asks for my name, I don't ask for their name back. Because I'm at a point where like I don't give a fuck about your name, your business. I don't give a fuck about anything until I know who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. If we're talking and we're bullshitting. You
posted something like this recently.
Yeah. So I saw a pool party at this gym, and I'm like, Not my thing, but I'm just landing there a couple days beforehand. I'm like, maybe I go there. Maybe it's people like Nirvana. Maybe I get in some great conversations. I'm going to stay positive and sign up for this gym and go to the pool party. So I sign up to Obsidian because that's obviously the gym that posted it. And I go for a tour, and I'm like, all right, great. It's dope. I see the pool. It was just when they opened, like a month in. I see the pool, this little water slide. I'm like, all right, like I can kind of see how this is a networking thing. And the Friday that the pool party was, like I walk in and I was like, I go to the staff and I'm like, what time is the pool party today? And they look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. They're like, what are you talking about? There is no pool party. And I'm like, bro, it's on your Instagram. Like, and in that moment, I realized I signed up for the wrong fucking gym.
And it's
The
called
pool
wrong.
party was at like the wrong gym or something like that.
And what gym were you at?
Obsidian. And I just never left Obsidian since then. So, you know what though? I'm
everything
grateful.
Happens for a reason, right?
Everything happens for a reason, man. I met phenomenal people.
If that wouldn't have happened, I would have never met you.
We would have never met.
Yeah.
Have you met Owen? Everyone knows Owen. The Indonesian guy, he wears the colorful tank tops. He's always going swimming. He's there every morning. He does like the videos on Instagram where like he'll eat food and he'll be like,
I don't know if I've seen him, bro.
if I show you, you gotta know him. He's like a staple in the gym. He's there all day.
I don't go to Obsidian anymore though, remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I stopped going. When did my membership run out? Maybe like a month and a half ago. I'm at Bodyworks Factory, I think it's called. Yeah, Bodyworks Factory.
Is it
Body
true
Craft,
that
no?
Body Factory?
Bodyworks Factory.
Body
Bodycraft
Factory.
Elements.
Oh, not Body Factory.
Body Factory is a gym. I haven't actually been there.
Okay.
I go to Bodycraft Elements, which is on the same road that the old Obsidian's on.
Gotcha.
Just a little bit further down.
I haven't heard of that one. I heard Body Factory has a lot of celebrities.
Yeah,
and that's why you can't bring like content or anything like that.
Gym.
Yeah,
I haven't been. It's quite central, that one as well.
Yeah, I heard it's expensive, and like Obsidian and no, I heard it's like Obsidian and Nirvana. When you compare it to like, it's literally almost a month's salary for the locals here. Like that's ridiculous. And then Body Factory, it's like 170 US for Nirvana or Obsidian.
Yeah.
I heard Body Factory is like 250, 300 a month US, which is like fucking insane.
I thought it was around the same price. It's like,
no, I heard it was
like
more.
Wrong Gym, Obsidian.
Wrong Obsidian, Nirvana, all about the same price. Kind of... But I heard that Body Factory is something else.
I know it's an older gym. It's been there quite a while.
Yeah.
It's quite famous, isn't it? And they have their own little cafe out front as well. I've never been. I should go really.
Me neither. I'm sure a day pass is probably like fucking $100 because Nirvana's Nirvana's day pass is $50.
What is it in IDR? Is it 500?
No, way more than that.
Nirvana's more than 500 for day pass.
It's 16,000 per 16 per dollar times 50. 800.
800K.
Yeah.
For a day pass.
Yeah. Roughly. Someone said it was $50.
That's expensive, and Obsidian and Wrong Gym are like £25.
Yeah.
So that's like, what is that? 500K.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Because they make a lot of money from like the people that are just here for a week. Just once you get to a month, and then they also, the people here long term, they want you to stay for a month.
Exactly.
Because even if you go to the gym 3 days, that's less than a month membership. They'd rather sell you a month membership.
I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
They've got to make their money. They've got their business model. But yeah, doing day passes is definitely not cost effective.
Yeah.
But it is, at the same time, it is nice to try different gyms because there are some incredible gyms out here.
So, one of these days, I'm going to switch it around. Right now, I got my routine, and the rest of my life is all over the place.
It's nice
like podcast here. Oh, speaking of which.
What time is it? How long have we been talking?
We're good. It's 3:20, so we've been on for like an hour or so. I'm meeting. Do you know Naj, the French guy at Obsidian?
Is he quite big?
Massive dude. He's got a big following on Instagram. He's French. He posts these hysterical fucking videos.
We lived in the same until I moved recently.
Did you really?
In the same block of apartments.
Get the fuck out.
That's how I met him.
I
say to him, Jay. when you
I
see him?
will.
From who?
I'll show him a clip of the video.
No, I
That's
met him. He
dope.
seems really cool, man.
Bro, I started following him because I met him at Obsidian one day, and I see his content, and I don't speak French. I have no idea what this dude's saying,
Bro.
but I'm just looking at like his facial expressions and everything. I'm like, this dude's fucking
I'm
hysterical.
just gonna like it, bro, and just assume I know
Yo,
what he's
for
saying,
real.
bro.
I'm commenting on him. I'm like, someone teach me French. Please explain what
When
he's
you
saying.
met him, did he sound French?
I don't think he spoke.
Bro, because
He was in the middle of a photo shoot.
I assumed he was American. And then when he said, "Oh yeah, I'm from France," I was like, "You don't sound French." And then I saw his content. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro is
It's like
definitely French. You are 100% French, bro. But yeah, nah, he's really cool guy. I've only met him, had the pleasure of meeting him once.
Uh-huh.
We need to connect to some, bro. I'm so bad, like with connecting with people, and yeah, you're probably like I don't speak to many people, bro. I'm really just in my own kind of world. I know what I'm trying to achieve, and
That's cool. And you surround yourself by the people that are on the same mission.
I am trying.
If it's one person, if it's
I'm
two
trying to
people,
reach out more, and I'm gonna start coming to some of your events, bro, for sure.
yeah. If you're not doing anything Sunday at 11, I'm having a tribal vulnerability group here. I have a feeling it might be a lot. The last one we did was like off a whim. It was 8 or 9 people, and it generated a lot of interest afterwards. Like it was a 90-minute event, and people were so connected they stayed for 5 hours, like just talking with each other. And the idea of it is we get together, we go around. Have you ever been to Bali Brotherhood?
No.
I basically stole the idea from them. Except instead of it just being men, it's men, women. And the idea is we all get in a circle and we go around the circle and we talk about our win for the week. So, hey guys, my name is Tony. I am from New York. My win for the week is that I shot 2 podcast episodes this week, was able to post them to YouTube, and now I got more content there. Cool. Hey, my name is Jay. My win for the week is I also made X amount of content, and I'm super happy about it. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm from Canada. My win for the week is that I went to the gym 4 days this week. So we go around, we say our wins, and then this one we're probably going to have to break off into small groups because it might be 20, 30 plus people. Everyone breaks off like in groups of, let's say, 5, and everyone in the group has 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how many people are there, to just talk. Talk to the group. Say what's going on in your life. You know, so this is what's going on in my life. This is, what I'm excited about coming up. I got this 3-day living experience. I'm very excited about it. Here's a struggle that I'm doing as I'm going through. Like I'm dealing with the mental block, accepting money right now because I've worked for free for so long. Here's what's going on in my relationships. Whatever you want to talk about, if it's 3 minutes, you get 3 minutes to talk. And if you're done at 2 minutes, we sit in silence because we don't like it. The point isn't to rush you through it. It's to let you talk. You might talk for 2 minutes, sit in silence, and then 20 seconds later be like, oh shit, action. So we sit there, we let the time run out. Need a little bit more time, we let the time do that. At the end, we all get back together from the small groups and we go around, and it's an opportunity for anyone in the group to ask for something they need. So it might be advice, business, personal. It might be a hug. They might be going through some shit, and we I, we've gone through some deep shit in the conversations I've been having lately. Or it might be a connection. Yo, I'm looking for other people in the crypto space who are doing X, Y, and Z, and I want to connect with them because of Z, Y, and X. And then now you got a room full of pretty much entrepreneurs and digital nomads because a lot of them are from tribal over here. That you have access to, and there's no judging, there's no people interrupting you when you speak. It's your time, everything's confidential. The rules are someone might say your story if it helps someone else, but your name won't be attached to it. So um like let's say, you know I did the interview with Tyler yesterday, and Tiger Tiger. I thought it was Tyler the entire time I followed him, and then like I looked at his profile before he came there, and it's Tyker. and it threw me for a fucking loop. So it's
Tiker.
Tiker. Yes. Yeah. I was speaking with Tiker, and this is on a podcast, so I'm going to say his name because it's out there. But he was telling me about how, you know, he went through addiction. He had a bad drinking problem, and it led to him getting fucked up, doing a bunch of different drugs. He had a gun pulled out on him, and you know, he ended up with like almost wrecking a car because of alcohol something. So let's say that was in one of these meetings, and you were telling me like, you know, you know, I could drink and everything's fine and I don't really care. I could say like, hey, listen, like your story really reminds me of something I heard at the vulnerability meeting, and this guy thought everything was fine as well, and he had a gun pulled on him, and you know, so you could tell the story, but you're not going to be like, Tiger said that. I'm saying his name because, like I said, it's on YouTube, and he knows it's on there. So it's a really cool opportunity to connect with people on a deeper level. You know,
and you've only done one so far.
I've done one so far, and it was really fucking cool. I put it in Bali Active. I think there's like.
See, I don't even know what that is.
You don't know Bali Active? Oh, I got to add you to it.
You're gonna have to look up the definition of recluse.
Yeah, you really are recluse. But you don't know Bali Brotherhood. You don't know Bali Active.
No.
Okay.
I meet people in the gym.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
That's pretty much.
Well, that's actually how I got in Bali Active. You know, Roland. I want to. Obsidian, blonde, curly hair. He's got like the. I don't know what nationality he is, to be honest. He could be Russian. He could be Irish. He's got like the handlebar mustache.
I think I know who you mean.
He created this group, Bali Active, where like it's pretty much dudes in the gym that like want to stay active, want to go to events and stuff. When I got in the group, it was like 50 people. There's probably like 250 dudes in there now, and people throwing events. They coordinate stuff. I'll add you in the group afterwards. So I put it in there because when I speak in that group, I basically speak to a void. You know, like I haven't been to a lot of the events, so a lot of the dudes in there don't know me. So like I'll post shit and like no one comments back, no one. But like I'm focused on building community, so I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep posting that shit. And a couple of my events, people from that group have come to, and they'll post a video about it. So now people are like, "Yo, what is that? Like, where could I?" So now they're starting to make the connection.
Building a bit of traction.
Yeah. So I posted it in there. I think like 5-6 people are interested. I posted it in Bali Brotherhood. I think like 4 or 5 people are interested. I have a group chat from all the tribal things that I've done in the past couple months. I think like 10 people are interested. Plus, we usually get people from and then do you know Jamie? Yeah, I'm just gonna assume you don't know nobody.
Yeah. Probably the safest way.
Yeah, we're gonna assume that you don't know nobody. So Jamie's from Bali Active. He knows the girl who runs the female version of Bali Active. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna reach out to him.
Is Bali Active all guys? Is it?
All men.
Okay.
All men. And then there's a women's version too, ran by a girl. I haven't met her yet. I'm gonna ask him to reach out to the girl to let the girls know too. So this event could be anywhere on Sunday. Could be anywhere from 10 people to like 60. We could take over this entire thing and have to go to the beach or something. But big group is the format. We share our wins together. We go off into smaller groups. We get real. We come back. We ask the community for what we need. That's basically the format of it. It's going to be 90 minutes. So
11 a.m.
11 a.m. on Sunday. I wanted to make it an official thing, but I spoke with Tribal and they're like, hey, we don't want to make it official. Don't know why. Well,
you never know. It's only your first one. This will be the second.
Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for this place regardless. They invited me to do a speaking engagement here last month. That went really well.
That's the one I missed because I was still on a flight back, right? You had your first, I think it was the first time you were getting on...
There was a couple ones. There was the one I did here. It was a workshop, how to get everything you ever wanted.
It's the one you needed tickets for and you sent out a link.
That was a different one. That was the Give It All event, which is another great event to meet good people.
I was
when you don't want to be recluse no more, you hit me up. I'm gonna start bringing you places.
Steps, you know?
Yeah, you shoot me a text, Tony. I don't want to be recluse this week. Hey, what's going on?
I'm feeling a bit
I'll send you some bullets. Yeah.
Good,
but Sunday, man, that's the best. There's so many connections that get made. People are real.
Yeah,
You
I might
know,
have
it's
to come
not
through to
like
that, bro.
no one's
It's my best friend's birthday on Saturday,
okay.
and I don't drink,
Okay.
but I'm going to be drinking.
Okay.
So we'll see how I feel
Play it
on
by ear.
Sunday.
If you want it, you'll make it happen.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
let it be.
We'll see. Could always come down and get a coconut. I'm sure it'll make me feel better.
Yeah. Coconut will help out with the electrolytes. Even if you come late, we'll get you in.
What time do you usually go on for? Well, last time.
It's 11 to 12:30, and then people usually chill afterwards.
Just chill and
yeah. And even if you're going to be late, I would still encourage you to come because you never know who your presence is going to help.
Yeah.
You know, when I was at Bali Brotherhood, this last Saturday, basically same idea, but just men. I got there super late. It starts at 8, ends at 10. I got there like 9:30 or like 9:15 or something like that. And I just walked up to a small group, like one of the smaller groups while they were separated, sat down. And I think because I was there, one of the guys that knows me felt comfortable enough. Yo, he started breaking down crying, talking about what's going on in his life. And like, he was real. And he said to me afterwards, he was like, yo, he's like, it's like it was fate that you walked in at that moment. And like, I almost didn't
sometimes
come because I'm like,
just
I'm
a
gonna.
friendly face,
You
bro.
can walk by, man. If you gotta walk by, you're more than welcome to. So like, you never know who your presence is gonna help out. You know, just being there, being able to hold space. Um, they might need a hug. They might need someone to clap for them when good things happen. You know, you never know what people need, and you being there, I
No,
think
it's cool, bro.
could help out tremendously. Even if it
appreciate
is
that,
late,
bro.
even if you do go out drinking and you don't feel great, and you're like, I'm gonna come for a coconut and maybe just say hi.
Just to experience it, bro. I think, like we said, baby steps, right?
Uh huh.
So the more you experience new things, the more comfortable they're going to begin to feel. So
And it's a safe
I
space.
need to start breaking out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity, especially you're hosting it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna be orchestrating it. Depending on how big it is, I might. So there's definitely, almost definitely, going to be smaller groups. Last time there was like 8 or 9 of us, so I just ran the whole thing. There's almost definitely going to be smaller groups, so I'm going to assign leaders of every group to make sure the time's going good and just facilitate. Depending on how many people are here, I might be one of the leaders, or I might just facilitate everything and like check in on the groups, make sure time's going well and things are going good. So playing by ear, man. The last 2 months have been fuck around and find out, see what happens.
sometimes it's the best way, bro. Just jump into it. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, yeah,
Just like this podcast.
for real. I wanna respect your time. I wanna respect the time of your friends over here. So we'll wrap up in the next couple minutes. What's one thing that you're grateful for, bro? And you can't say me or this podcast because that's the typical answer.
If I would say one thing, it kind of summarizes a lot of things.
Hmm.
I'm grateful for opportunity, and that's like opportunity for my friends, my loved ones, and the experiences I'm able to have, and
Yeah,
yeah,
here's the opportunity, my man.
you know.
I'm grateful. Oh my God, I'm grateful for so much. If you were to look at my notebook, it's got the word grateful more than anything else. I'm grateful that this is considered work. Like, this is considered building on my brand. I get to chill shirtless in a beautiful environment with a fucking coconut.
That's a fact.
Like a fucking coconut.
On a
It's
random
lime in the
Thursday.
coconut. I
On a
didn't know that was a
random.
thing besides the
Did you
song
taste the
until
hint?
like,
The hint of
yeah.
lime, bro. I was thinking.
Oh, it's
It
amazing.
was hitting.
It's
was hitting.
amazing. I heard the song growing up, put the lime in the coconut, and I'm like, that's some weird
I
shit.
didn't even
And then I
think of
came,
that until you
yeah,
said that. Yeah.
put the lime in the coconut and something, something. I don't
10
know.
out of 10, bro.
What you grateful for? What's one thing you're looking forward to in the next couple days, in the next couple weeks, couple months?
I'm taking a big step with
Mhm.
my trading stuff.
Okay,
I've built a whole new strategy, which I'm going to start executing from next month.
nice.
And I'm having no doubt and just going all in with it. So That's what I'm looking forward to, man. And I'm just trusting myself. God put me here for a reason. He's put these plans out in front of me, and I'm just gonna stop doubting myself. Self-doubt has been too much, bro.
If you're
Way
gonna
too
doubt
much.
something, doubt your limits. That's from a great book that I've been
Bro,
reading.
just go for it. At this point, what is the worst that can happen?
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
that's fucking awesome.
What about you, bro?
I'm excited about so much. The one thing that I'm super, super fucking passionate about right now, what I'm working towards, I'm doing a pilot program starting from Sunday to Tuesday, where I'm having, this
Actual
Sunday.
pilot.
No, not flying. I
I
have
was
no
like,
idea how to
bro,
fucking fly.
where is
No.
this happening?
Pilot like testing it out.
Okay.
So eventually I want to have it to be a 21 to 30 day program.
Okay.
But because it's a pilot, because it's testing out, it's 3 days where I'm gonna have a couple guys come live with me. And
You almost had me in your DMs. I was
bro,
close.
I
I
am
was
so
close, bro.
There's
I'm
gonna be
looking
other
forward
ones.
to seeing how
There's
this
gonna
goes.
be a few pilots before I eventually
This is
launch the
awesome.
big one. It's gonna be 3 days. They're gonna come live with me. They're gonna come Saturday night. I'm gonna introduce them to my community. Like I said, we're like family. Like is such a beautiful community. They're gonna come Saturday night just to have dinner and introduce to the community. Program starts Sunday. We're gonna wake up. I'm gonna give them a meditation. I'm gonna give them prompts to get their intentions going for the day. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna train together. Not in like we're gonna do this and it has to be this. Not like the bodybuilding where it's like you have to do. All right, guys, we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna find a way to get you moving that's entertaining that you enjoy.
Yeah.
We're gonna train together. We're gonna come home. I'm gonna cook a healthy breakfast for them. Probably eggs because I think eggs are the greatest food on the fucking planet. Um, After that, I'm gonna give them some journaling prompts because part of my program is to go back into the past and understand how you became the person you are today, and go back to the things that happened to you with kindness and compassion. Like I was bullied growing up. I had a lot of shit that I dealt with growing up, and to go back and be like, what was really going on? Because like I tell myself this story, but what was going on in my head? What did I need? What was going on in the bully's head? In his life? What did he need?
So you can
The people
understand
that
it
I
a bit
reached
better.
out to that didn't help.
Yeah.
What was going on with them? And like just understand it from all aspects, and then at the end be like, yo, what did I need? What did I need at these different points in my life? When I was young and overweight and I didn't have friends, what did I need? I need someone to be my friend. When I was bullied, I needed an older brother to tell me it was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
When my ego was flaring up, I needed someone to fucking humble me. When I was lost, I needed someone to be my role model and to go back. So wake up, we're going to do meditation, set intentions. We're going to go to the gym. We're going to I'm going to come back, cook a healthy breakfast for them. We're going to do journaling like that, cook a healthy lunch. They're going to do their work for the day, whatever they got to do. Come back for dinner and a vulnerability group, just a handful of us. We're going to talk about the wins, the things going on. It's going to get deeper throughout the 3 days. And then some sort of meditation at night. And one of the big things that I'm gonna bring to this program is serving community. So like the program's based on their health, on building community, and peace of mind. I call it different things for the program for marketing reasons. Health is power or strength. Community is tribe, and peace is focus. So strength, tribe, focus. Um, and part of building community is it starts with gratitude, being grateful for what you already got. You go home to people that you don't appreciate, be grateful for them.
That's a fact.
Because even if you're not grateful for the things that they do or how they treat you, be grateful because they're showing you what you don't want in your life. So now building your tribe is that much easier. Then it goes to serving. So serving your tribe. Little things like, yo, we got a water fountain over there. If you're gonna get up to go get water for yourself and you're with two other people, you get water for the homies. It takes a few extra seconds, and water's nourishing. You drink more water. I used to be dehydrated all the time to the point where I was sick. So like I make it a point to get water, and when someone gets it for me, I'm like, yo, they love me. They're taking care of me right now.
Yeah.
So little things like that, getting water. I was living in the community space. Dirty dishes in the sink, cool. I'm gonna just clean that shit
Mhm.
because otherwise someone else is gonna have to do it, and they might be upset about it because they're not thinking about building community. They're thinking, I gotta clean this so I can use it. Fuck Stacy and Jennifer and Michael and whoever the fuck
Yeah.
So part of it is serving it. So if I were to tell the guys coming to live with me, like, hey, go home and start serving your family and serving the people in your community, they might have no idea. They might say, like, that's fucking crazy. There's no way. Like, my wife hates me and my kids don't talk to me. I can't just start to. They're going to be dropped into a community that's natural, that's normal. And so part of what they're going to be doing is getting water for the community. If there's a dirty dish, clean it up in the sink. Facilitating love, facilitating connection. And on the last night, me and them are going to cook dinner for the community. So like first night they get to meet the community and get integrated, and the last night, the third night, they're going to cook dinner. I'm going to buy food for everything. There's going to be someone that's going to set the table, get waters for everyone. Make sure everyone's good. See if anyone needs anything. There's going to be one or two people cooking the dinner up. So we'll find the best cook there out of everyone. They'll be in charge of cooking.
Say, bro.
Yeah. And they'll be cooking. There'll be someone in charge of putting the dishes away at the end. And it's not from a place of like, you gotta do this. It's like you get to do this because like by doing this, you inspire before I came to the villas, before I stayed there back in January, before I came back, I was told that there was an issue with stealing my food for a little bit. There was a bigger problem with that. Massive problem with leaving shit around. There was no community aspect. Like there was a community kitchen, but everyone was like a hi, like no one knew each other's names.
Yeah.
Now, bro, someone comes to my community and it's like I brought a handful of people in my community because like you're reclusive with your energy. I'm reclusive with my community. I don't want no tourists, party goers. I'm very, very selective with who I brought there. More than half of the people that I brought for lunch or breakfast ended up moving into the community, and the rest of the time that they were in Bali, stayed in the fucking community, lived indefinitely at the fucking community.
Bro, it's cool to be able to build something like that.
So, I'm. You asked me what I'm excited for. I went on a tangent. I'm excited for this program, man, because it's the first step towards making this a 21 and 30 day program.
I'm excited to see it. Are you documenting the whole thing? Or is it a bit
Yeah.
more private?
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna just like I said, like the vulnerability group. I'm not sharing nobody's business. I'm gonna document what I can. I'm gonna document as much to show the experience itself to other people without, I'm not like if someone's in there and is like, my wife left me and I'm super upset. I'm not posting that.
Of course.
But like I might record the whole thing because at some point in the conversation there might be like a hug where it's like, yo, I feel you, man, and I want the people that didn't come there to know this is what it's like. I'm not selling you a fucking retreat.
Just capture
I'm not
the real
selling
moments.
yeah, the real authentic moments with the emotion. I'm not selling you a retreat. Like where I live is beautiful. We live on the rice fields, amazing for Instagram pictures.
What area are you based in?
I'm in Tabanon. I'm like 30 minutes out from here, 40 minutes out.
Okay.
Yeah. I live with like locals surrounding me.
Cool.
But this isn't a retreat. It's not a boot camp. It's a place to be real, to be authentic, to be vulnerable, to work on what the true definition of masculinity is. Not the I'm big and strong and dominant and aggressive and I'm perfect at all times and I can't crack or show emotions. No, fuck that. It's about dominance. Masculinity is about being real. It's about being authentic. It's about being nurturing. It's about protecting, providing how you can. Like that's the masculinity that I want to portray, and so I'm excited to get the content for it in a way that conveys like, yo, this is what I feel like. Only the videos are going to be able to show. I could talk about it all day long.
Seeing is something else, bro.
Yeah.
When people see it and it's not like staged, like you've actually captured content from the first time running the program.
Yeah.
There's no better way to kind of put across what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, exciting. Looking forward to seeing it, bro, for real.
I appreciate it. Jay, thank you for coming on the podcast, man. I'm so excited. Thank you for
having me, man.
I'm excited to upload this. I'm excited to see what your team got over here. Thank you guys.
See what they can whip up.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the bathroom because that's a lot of liquid for a guy my size.
Every single time I drink one of these, I need to pee straight out.
Yeah. Bro, that was dope, man.
Thank you again, bro.